Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and it's Debsy, and place to be, it's Debsy. Bloop, bloop, that's me. Boop, Debsy. Hey guys, and happy Saturday. I hope everybody is had a great day and is having an awesome weekend. And I thought that with the first week of competition almost in the bag for the Summer Olympics in Paris, I thought that I would do a little recap. Obviously, I'm not going to mention every single medal that was won by the US, and I'm going to do something a little different. You know that I love the Olympics. Me and my mom, we love the winter, we love the summer. We tend to like the winter a little bit better, but we love the summer as well. So we've been watching it. I've been watching at night. I actually have been having it on in background during the daytime. And I'm a person that I have my favorites as far as athletes go, and my favorite sports to watch. However, when it comes to the Olympics, I can watch anything and everything. Literally. Anything and everything. Was I ever into track? No. Am I a particularly great runner? Heck no, not at all. Even when I was a child and I could run, I wasn't a great runner. But I will sit in there, and I was in there today and I was cheering up a storm for track. I watch the track and field. I watch the biking. I watch everything. I love it all. I'm not just a person who's like, I will pick just one particular sport and watch that. I watch everything. I can get into anything. The only one that I might not be able to watch, because I think it's a little boring, is golf. But other than that, so I am not going to do the typical, here's a recap of the big things that everybody knows. Like, listen, I will come out and say, one of my favorite Olympians, if not my favorite Olympian at the games, is Katie Ledecky. I love watching swimming. I also am a fan of watching the gymnastics. But listen, everybody knows what happens with gymnastics and swimming, particularly gymnastics. So I'm not going to get out here. I'm not going to tell you, because everybody knows how amazing Simone Biles is. Everybody knows how amazing Katie Ledecky is. I'm not going to get out here and tell you once again, blah, 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 because every time you turn around, it's like the big marquee sports that get a lot of the accolades and get a lot of the spotlight shine on them. Should it be shined on them? Yes, absolutely. Listen, Simone Biles is the absolute GOAT of all time in her sport. So yes, however, I also believe that others should also get their flowers and should also have that spotlight shown on them. Even if it is in a sport where maybe they're buried in the middle of the day on, USA or E or something. I think they deserve just as much spotlight shine on them as well. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to tell you guys about some of the lesser reported on athletes that had won medals at this Olympics. And some of them are going to be for the Americans. Some are not, because I just really enjoy the stories. Okay, so just yesterday, here's one. Just yesterday it was the 10,000 meter running event. And listen, I had this on, I watched this. This guy fought his way from the middle of the pack and got himself into medal contention ended up winning a bronze. I'm talking about Grant Fisher. Grant Fisher won the bronze in the 10,000 meter. That makes him only the fourth American man to win a medal in that sport. The first one was won in 1912, and the last medal that was won was 56 years ago. So, and I was so impressed because they were talking about him, and they were saying that he really took his training to like the next level. He actually moved to a higher elevation so that he could train and his body could be used to that elevation. So once again, Grant Fisher, congratulations on the bronze. The American women's fencing team, they won gold. That was their very first ever medal in that sport. And I'm going to try, if at all possible, I'm going to try to make sure that I mention the people that are on the teams, because like I said, everybody knows Simone Biles, everybody knows Suni Lee, everybody knows Katie Ledecky, everybody knows Caleb Dressel, everybody knows Jordan Childs, but not everybody knows these people. So the women on the women's fencing team is Lee Kiefer, May Weintraub, Jacqueline Dubrovich, and Lauren Scruggs. And Lee Kiefer became the first American fencer to win 3 Olympic gold medals, and Lauren Scruggs made history as the first Black woman to win an individual fencing medal for Team USA. So congratulations on your gold medal win. The U.S. men's rowing team, they won gold in the men's 4. The last time they did that, the last time they won a gold was in 1964. So it has been a 64-year drought since they won anything. The members of that team are Liam Corrigan, Justin Best, Nick Mead, and Pittsburgh's own Michael Grady. So congratulations to the U.S. men's rowing team. The women's rugby team, listen, this is something that I had never watched in my life. I had watched the men's and the women's rugby team. The women's rugby team won their first ever medal in rugby sevens by beating Australia. It was a nail biter of a game that came down to the very last minute on an extra point kick. And the woman that had kicked it, Spiff Cedric, she was not so sure that she would be able to make it. She was practicing kicks that morning. So the women of the U.S. women's rugby team are Lauren Doyle, I might be mispronouncing that, Alev Kelter, Ilona Mayer, I'm mispronouncing her last name, Ilona Maher, who is also, I started following her on TikTok, and she is like a TikTok sensation. She has an amazing quote out there that says something like, everybody is an Olympian, because she had gotten a lot of body shaming over how she's built, like saying that she's overweight and she has a terribly high BMI, but she had just come out and said, please don't body shame anybody. I mean, it takes all different types of bodies to be an Olympian. And I love that. I love her body positivity message. We also have Kayla Cannot. Did I misspell that? Kayla Cannot, maybe. Ariana Ramsey, Nia Tapper, Christy Kershey. I'm mispronouncing some of these. Elena Olson, Spiff Cedric, Sammy Sullivan, Sarah Levy, and Steph Rivetti. So congratulations to the U.S. women's rugby team for their first ever medal. I don't know if I said this, but they did win a bronze. Okay, next, this was a win for Guatemala. It goes to Adriana Ruano of Guatemala. She set the Olympic record in the women's shooting trap final, and in doing so, she won the first ever gold medal in Guatemala's history. Congratulations. That is amazing. Italy, listen, for the women's gymnastic team competition. We all know what had happened there. We know that the US rightfully won the gold. They were expected to, but coming in second place was Italy. As an Italian, as having some Italian in me, I was happy to see this. Italy, by winning the silver in the women's team event for gymnastics, that is the country's first medal in that event in 96 years. In 96 years. So you see why I said I would really like to bring some light to these people, to people other than the big name marquees that everybody knows. It's because, once again, not because I don't believe that the big names shouldn't get the light shined on them, but sometimes I feel like there's so much that shined on them, and then there's hardly any left for anybody else. Don't come at me if you don't like that, but I just don't like it. Like, whenever I'm sitting there and everybody else is competing in the gymnastics, and then all of a sudden you get Beyonce doing this big giant introduction for Simone Biles. Can we get it the same energy maybe for other people in the team? I'm just saying, this is why when I hear some of these stats that Italy hasn't won a medal in that event in 96 years. This other, another one, there was a drought for 64 years. That's why I want to just give some flowers and some credit and some spotlight, however small it is, to these other people. That's all. Because I have always felt like another person. I've never been cream of the crop, So I like when people give me little compliments or shine some light on me, some atta-girl. So this is my atta-girl for everybody. Next up is, let me see. Okay, next up was Ryan Crouser. Ryan Crouser competes for America in the shot put. Ryan Crouser, he's a big boy. Ryan Crouser in Paris was going for his third consecutive gold in shot put. He got it. Today, Ryan Crouser won his third consecutive gold medal in shot put. So, congratulations. And right after him was Joe Kovacs, who got second place and silver in shot put. Coming in from St. Lucia in track, it was Julian Alfred. Julian Alfred, she won last night. She turned those jets on. She won gold in the women's 100 meter from St. Lucia. This is the first ever medal for St. Lucia. So congratulations, Julian Alfred. Listen, and I have to mention Steve. I know I said I wasn't going to do a lot for gymnastics, but I have to, because Steve Nedorozic went out today and got himself a bronze on the pommel horse. And honestly, one of my favorite moments of this Olympics. So, oh my God, I thought there was a bug on my arm. That was real. That fear was real. I was like, oh, was there a bug in my arm? There wasn't. Okay. So listen, yeah. Going back to the men's team finals, listen, that was probably one of my favorite, if not my favorite, you know, I don't want to say scenes, one of my favorite happenings that had occurred at the Olympics so far. Everybody else is up. Everybody's doing all of the other disciplines. There's Steve. There's Steven Nedoroscik just sitting there, zoning out. Glasses, just zoning out. We were like, people were like, is he sleeping? He was actually just brought in just for that event because he's so great on it. So he's sitting there. He's sitting there and you think he's sleeping, but he's running his routine through his mind. Comes time for him to get up. He walks up, takes his glasses off. Squints. We find out later he is blind as a bat without those glasses on. He can't even see the pommel horse, but he works it out by feel. He had those glasses on. He sure as heck was Clark Kent. Took those glasses off. He became Superman, and I'm going to tell you, that was the best. From the minute that he made that team, I was like, that's my favorite because he wears glasses. Everybody who wears glasses was like, that's my favorite right there. He wears glasses. He came out, he did it. He got them a bronze medal. He ended a 16-year drought for them with no medals. So I'm going to keep Steve Nedoroscik in that because Steven Nedoroscik, he might be the MVP. He might be my favorite person from these Olympics so far. I'm just saying. Let's keep it in the Olympics because today the Philippines got their first ever medal. And it came in the individual men's competition. The Philippines got gold from Carlos Ayulo. He won gold for floor routine. So congratulations. I also mentioned Lauren Scruggs makes history as the first Black woman to win an individual fencing medal. Oh, also, listen, here's another one. Did not write it down. Lauren Kraut. Okay, that's not a name that you would know. However, this past week, the U.S. equestrian team won silver. I believe Great Britain got gold. The U.S. got silver. Part of that team is Lauren Kraut. Lauren Kraut, by winning that silver, she became the oldest athlete, the oldest American Olympian to win a medal. 58 years old. So listen, good for you and good on you. That is awesome. I will also give some props out there to Simone Biles. She won the gold in vault. I believe she became the most decorated. I know she's the most decorated gymnast. So that was awesome. Jade Carey, her teammate, she got bronze. Good for you, Jade. Also, I can't not mention Katie Ledecky. It's my girl, Katie Ledecky. She won the 800 millimeter. Listen, going into this Olympics, all the talk for swimming was rivalry between Australia and the U.S. And the rival there is Ariana Titmus. And she won the first time that they raced. Katie Ledecky got back in the pool. She won the 15,000 meter, which is insane. Won gold in that. And then today, beat out Ariana Titmus to become first woman to win 4 consecutive gold medals in the same sport. And she has the most all-time medals for an American female Olympian. So, and I found out today that she does all this with POTS, which is postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome. So I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it even without that. So congratulations to everybody that I had mentioned. And like I said, listen, I know everybody likes watching the big events, but maybe one day just take some time and watch some events on, not on NBC, maybe on USA, or go out onto Peacock if you have it and search and find a sport maybe you haven't watched. Like my mom was found herself just sitting there watching handball and really enjoyed it. Same with me. And also, I wanted to mention, starting on August 28th, the Olympics will be gone, but on August 28th, for 2 weeks after, will be the Paralympics. And if you want to watch, I'm going to tell you, there were so many sports that I watched in the last 2 Paralympics, especially in the winter, that I was like, wow, that were just the sports were interesting. The athletes were inspiring, were amazing. August 28th, and that's another thing. I wish that NBC would keep the same energy for the Paralympic sports, because these athletes will absolutely blow your mind. Amazing. So starting on August 28th is the Paralympics. So listen, that was my wrap up for the first week. I can't wait for the second week. I hate when the Olympics are done though. I get sad. But August 28th, they start back up with the Paralympics. So listen, put in the comments, what you have been, if you have been watching the Olympics, what you have thought about all of it and about the competitions. And with that being said, listen, if nobody told you yet today, I love you. You're loved, seen, and heard. Please make sure that you put love, kindness, compassion, acceptance, hope, and positivity out there in the world. Please take care of one another. And 3 things. Number 1, please be aware of your surroundings. Number 2, please stay safe. And number 3, if you're somewhere where it's hot, please hydrate often, and stay safe. I love you guys. I will see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.